No one's doing anything seems to be the mantra of the moment. Criticize the government for the inability to mobilize on the climate crisis, which, don't get me wrong, certainly deserves to be scrutinized. But what about looking into our own eyes? Realize ways we've rejected individual agency. Does placing blame lighten the guilt? Reject culpability to justify docility, when in reality we should all be making major changes aggressively for the sake of sustainability. I have an irreparable issue with containers solely intended to carry till discarded. Yet, for some reason, in this throwaway culture, these plastics are highly regarded. It just doesn't make much sense to me how from a tap we get water for free, but we'll still spend money on Evian or Dasani. SmartWater claims to be made from clouds, which I guess is kinda cool. But when more and more whales wash up with tummies full of waste, it seems rather selfishly cruel. For the sake of their lives, is it too much to ask to work remembrance into routine? Wean oneself off the convenience of purchase to benefit critters of the marine. A viral photo of a turtle pulled on the heartstrings and forced straws out of fashion. So dig deep inside for that same compassion and extend your environmental action. Straws were a cause that caused us to rally, and for that, it shouldn't be discounted. But now let's bring our efforts to finale, understand where the problem's really surmounted. Logging for paper and wood could be cut back. Bring our own grocery sack. Paper's better than plastic, that's a fact, but why not work towards zero waste? Embrace our environmentalist and be a catalyst to those in our vicinity. Create an affinity for a personal coffee mug. That's what it means to give a tree a hug. The miniscule coffee shop discount may only be a minor motivator, but I guarantee the creatures beneath the sea can think of nothing greater. Creating habits is a process. To remember takes time, but every day's a new day to embark on an environmentalist climb. Instigate intention to improve dietary ways. According to WWF, the Amazon blaze comes as extensive cattle ranching is the #1 culprit of deforestation in virtually every Amazon country, and it accounts for 80% of current deforestation. 360 degrees of abomination. Clear the trees to kill the cows. Mother Nature NABS retribution for our heinous pollution by enacting an execution on the lungs of the earth. But we can prove to her we recognize her worth. Worship our turf. We can all do a little bit more. Distance ourselves from human horror. Eat consciously and recognize recycling isn't necessarily key. As the seas and the trees beg for our aid, we can serenade with a song of compassion, bring environmental awareness into fashion by acknowledging every societal infraction. As we sip from paper straws, consider the larger cause. Pause before deciding it's okay to buy that plastic water bottle. Push effort to full throttle and bring your coffee mug from home. Society's suffering from a wasteful syndrome, but we can overcome. While the government stalls, let's make the personal calls. Surrender convenience now to save Earth for later. No one's doing anything may be the motto, but you can be the traitor. Be an educator. Be a demonstrator. No one's doing anything, so let's be someone doing something.